from you, but it's actually from our upbringing. Okay, which means it's actually coming from our friends, our family, how our parents built us, or even our colleagues when we are in work. Okay, and most of the time this comes with embarrassment also. That means if today you fail, how do you answer to your parents? How do you face your siblings? How do you face your friends? How do you face your colleagues? Okay, so I want you to be aware that a lot of this actually don't come truly from yourself. Okay, because when we are born, none of us start off as a baby and say, oh no, I'm in this world, I can't do anything. No one. Okay, when we are here on earth, we want to do something, but it's our upbringing that actually led us to have a lot of all this limiting belief. Okay, now with that, before I address some of your perception of time and money, I share with you this monkey story. Not sure if how many of you heard of it, Okay, but this monkey story starts like that. Okay, so there's this owner that owns 5 monkeys, right? And what he does is he put these 5 monkeys into a cage. Okay, and then he's a little bit cruel, and then he hangs a banana at the top of the cage. So what do monkeys normally do? You start climbing and then want to pick the banana, right? But this owner is also very smart one. He knows monkey will do that, and then what he does is that he places the banana in such a way that the monkey, even if it climbs all the way to the top of the cage, can never reach for the banana. And every time the monkey climbs to the top of the cage, the owner will spray and splash cold water onto all the monkeys. So what will happen is the top monkey who wants to get the banana will get wet, and the remaining 4 monkeys at the bottom of the cage will also get wet. Okay? And then what happens is next day, the monkey tries again, never give up. Okay? Then what do you think will happen? Same thing, everyone gets wet. Okay? And then 3rd day, same thing happens. What do you think the 4 monkeys will start to do? They will be whacking that first monkey, right? You trying to do something and get us wet while we do nothing, right? So this happens continuously, and then the owner very cruel again. What he does is after 5 days, after 1 week, he take one of the monkey out, he places a new monkey. Now, this new monkey enter a new environment, and he saw the banana. What do you think the monkey will do? Climb up. Then the owner does the same thing, splash water, and then the rest of the monkey gets wet. Now, then what do you think these 4 monkeys will do to the new monkey? Whack the show, won't give face one, right? Still whack the monkey. Same thing happened for 1 week, and then the process repeat. The owner take one of the old monkey out, put the new monkey in. This whole thing keeps repeating itself until all the original monkeys has been replaced. And now inside 5 new monkeys are all new. Okay, now when the new addition of monkey comes in and wanted to start to climb, what do you think the 4 other monkeys will do immediately? Wet already, right? Don't give chance, because they know if he climbs to the top, he'll get wet. So before he climbs to the top, what will the 4 monkeys do? Whack already. Okay? Now, this part here, when I share with you this story, you are the monkey. Okay, I want you to identify in your life since young, is there people around you that's like these 4 monkeys? Have one, sure have one, I tell you. Even parents does that. Okay, so what they do, they say, a boy, son, this one dangerous, don't do. Have or not? Yeah, your colleague say, that one cannot one lah, you just focus on this, just do your work job. Good. Have or not? Okay, or sibling says, don't waste time lah, you're not smart enough. Have or not? Have also. Okay, so these people are what?
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Okay, and let me ask you, just now the 1% of the population and 99% of the population, these monkeys, are they the 1% or are they the 99%? Oh, very good. So if you follow them, what will happen to you? You fall into the 99%. Okay, so I want you to identify that in our life, there are many, many people who are negative. They tend to give you a lot of advices with the intention to help you, but the advice is delivered wrongly. Okay, I'm not saying their intention is evil, but they want to protect you, but the way they do it discourages you. And then as you start to build this habit, does the new 4 monkeys know why they cannot climb? Probably don't know. They just know that if you climb up, you'll get wet. So they only form that logic. Okay? So I want you to know that many of the times when people give you advice, probably they haven't experienced why, they don't know why, but it's because their friends also tell them like that, and therefore it's like that. Okay, I want you to be aware of that. Okay, so because of that, okay, what I want to share with you is money and time is something that many of us talks about, and we have a lot of misconception because of many different monkeys telling us different things. Okay, so this part here where I want to share with you is, right now, you probably already know these two things. Power of financial trading and the ability is learnable, okay, to profit from the market. Okay, but you might start to say, no time, no money. Okay, let's face it, all of us now probably are working. Time becomes an issue. If you have a family that you need to take care of, money becomes an issue. Alright? But the perception of time, money, I want to share with you is this. Okay, imagine today you are at work and your boss says you need to OT. What do you do? OT, right? You just do it. No question asked. You won't say, boss, why OT? Tomorrow cannot. You won't, right? You do it. If today your loved one's accident happened, fell ill, require you to support financially, what will you do? You do your very best to support, right? You won't say, that one your problem, lah. You won't do that, right? Okay? So this part here, you do your best to fulfill your boss requirement. You do your best to support your family, your loved ones. Okay? But how come, okay, before that, I'll give you another analogy. Let's say today, a kid trapped under a tree log. Okay, so the kid playing, the tree fell, and then the kid was trapped underneath. Okay, and then a parent's, whether mom or dad saw it, okay, my question to you is, will the dad and mom even pause for a second and ask themselves, hey, I can take the tree up or not? Do you think you will do it if, let's say, you have a kid? You probably won't. What will you do? Just do it, right? Immediately, you just go and spend every energy you have to raise that tree. Even if you can't, you still continue to exert energy. Okay? But when it comes to your own self, okay, we always give ourselves our excuses. No time, no money. Agree? Okay? But you realize when people ask you, you don't give them excuse one. Can see that? Okay? So this part here, what I want to share with you is, actually it's not about us not having time and money, but it's the excuse that we give ourselves. Okay? And this why here that I want to talk about, right, is that if your why is not big enough, is not important to you enough, you will never take action on. Give you an example. How many of you wants to look fit? One, just one. Ooh, dream of being fit. It should be everybody, right? Cannot be you say, I want to be fat. No, right? Okay? So everyone wants to have six-pack, wow, solid body, right? Okay, including the girls and females, But we know how to get fit. All of us know. You control your diet, you exercise, or maybe you gym a little bit, you get fit, right? But how come we come in all different sizes? Because to us, some of us, getting fit, we want, but it's not important. Therefore, we give it away. Some of us, getting fit, we want, and it's very important, therefore we work towards it. Same thing in your financial goal. If today, making a $2,000 per month passively is very important to you, you work on it. If it's not important to you, you put it aside, even though you want it. Okay, so one is not important, it's not enough. Important to you is what matters most, right? So that why is very important. Now, if your why is settled, okay, let me share with you some little tips on how you actually spend your money away. Anyone know this company? Your office, Starbucks. Every day you spend money there. Okay, how much does a regular cup of coffee cost in Starbucks? 5, 8 range, right? Okay, so if you say 5 means you are drinking the lower, cheaper one, maybe small cup, the $8 one, the Frappuccino, the venti size. Okay, so average actually is about 7 Sing. Okay, how much do you think a cup of coffee in a local kopitiam costs? 120. I give you $2. Maybe you drink it at CDB kopitiam, $2. Okay, so between Starbucks and a local kopitiam coffee, what is the difference? Wi-Fi. Coffee. Aircon. Okay, let's say kopitiam. The kopitiam coffee also got aircon. Wi-Fi. Now kopitiam also got Wi-Fi already. What else?
Branding.
The brand. Okay.
SES.
What is SES?
Social economic status.
Oh, okay. How you feel?
Social economic
Okay.
status.
That one actually very easy to solve. You know how?
Buy the
You buy the Starbucks mug, you go kopitiam. Okay, Now, but what I want to share with you is actually not much difference if you really think about it. Maybe that, wow, Starbucks feels good, tastes better, but how long would that feeling last? Once you finish, you throw the cup away, no more already. Okay? You refill. Okay, that lasts longer. But at the end of the day, you throw away and then that's it. Okay, but what I want you to realize is actually a $5 difference every time you spend on a Starbucks cup. Okay? And if you accumulate that over a month, it's about 150. It's not a lot of money, but it's quite significant if you accumulate it on a monthly basis. Okay? Because that is about 1,008 per year. Just on coffee. Okay, I want you to take note. Who drinks koi? Gong cha? Bubble tea, same thing. I'm just using coffee as an example. But if you drink tasty, cheaper. Okay? So this part here, I want you to just check. If you say today no money, is it really no money, or you're just giving yourself excuses so you can enjoy that small little shortness? Okay, Now, same concept, Starbucks still, You have small, medium, large. Normally when you go to Starbucks, you order a drink. What would a normal barista say? That one is a very lousy sales barista. Usually don't ask what size. You want grande or venti? They will never ask you want tall? No, right? Then if you say grande, they will say what? 50 cents extra only. Then what you do? You say okay. Then you upsize. Okay? So this part again, ask yourself, if you drink a small and a large, will that caffeine last you longer? Sure not. Well, try. Actually, you need to ask small and large how many shot. Maybe the barista give you same, only give you more milk. Then the cafe also same thing. Okay, but what is the message I want to give you is, do you really need the upsize? Because every time you upsize, you are spending, yes, just $1. But every cup you spend, in a month on average, you can spend up to $30 extra. Okay? And that's not only coffee. If you go KFC, McDonald's, got upsize or not? Then sometimes you realize, you upsize, don't upsize, the price is same length. Anyone actually counted? Okay, next time you go McDonald's, you try. Count the price difference of small and medium and big. How much price is different? Then you know. Then you know. Okay, so this part here, what I want to share with you is every time you upsize, is it really necessary? Because if you can save a bit here and there, okay, you can actually have a lot of excess money that you can invest in. Okay? Because $30 today you save, okay? If you understand the concept of future value, it's more than $30. Okay? Because if today you save 30, you can start to grow 30. This $30 is way worth more than $30 itself. Okay? Now, this is money. Netflix, now very popular. How many of you subscribe? Got. You subscribe. Got HD or not? HD, so you go the higher end one. Okay. Netflix, maybe not all yet. In Singapore, you still got the StarHub Singtel, right? Anyone do that? Now no more already. Okay. Because Netflix is the cheaper version now, I believe. Alright? Now, I must admit, I also subscribe. Okay, but I want to point out the not so good side, okay?
You watch free for 30 days.
Yeah. 30 days cancel, create new email. This one shouldn't be recorded. Anyway, monthly price in Singapore, if you go by standard, it's about 14 per month. Alright, premium is the extra $3. You get to play more videos on different devices. So depending on which you subscribe, but I just want to highlight the price. Okay? It's not very pricey, yes, okay, but it's still money per month. But what I want to highlight over here in Netflix or TV programs, okay, it's not really the money, but it's the time spent. Right? This one here is taken from Netflix. So from a company's point of view, okay, they say that the average user spend about 1 hour and 11 minutes. So it's about 1 hour each day watching content on Netflix. Okay, it might sound not a lot, but this is only on Netflix. And then what do you think Netflix will want to do?
Binge watch.
Huh?
Binge watch.
Binge what?
Binge watching.
Watch for a long time.
Okay, so Netflix goal is to make you spend more than 1 hour 11 minutes, right? So I can tell you, they will succeed on it. Which means that your future time spent on Netflix is definitely going to be more than 1 hour. Okay, but let me give you one important statistics. Okay, this is average time spent per day on television program as a whole. Okay, average people spend about 3.5 hours on TV. Netflix 1 hour, maybe then you switch over to YouTube, watch a bit, then TV program, drama series, watch a bit. Then the news comes out, watch a bit. Then suddenly you switch back to Netflix and then you continue watching. Okay, so average 3.5 hours per day. You might think, actually not a lot, but give you that perspective of it. If you pay Netflix, it's about $14 per month. A year is about 168. I put that, that's technically not a lot. In exchange for some entertainment, it's worth it. I'm not saying deprive yourself from all entertainment. But the time that you spend of 3.5 hours a day, it sounds low. 3.5 only, right? But if you put it in a perspective of 24 hours, it's 15% of the time in the day. Okay? 8 hours spent in sleeping, more than 8 hours spent in working, 3.5 hours if you spend it on TV, what else do you left? Eating, toilet, washing, maybe sometimes arguing with other people.
Maybe you can watch while we
But that one you only can watch while you are shitting. Okay, so this part. Wow, also can. True, but what if that 3.5 you can do something else? Okay, that is 15% of your day. Okay, so if today it's actually very scary on it. If today you start to count down, let's say our average lifespan, I give you extra 100 years old. Okay, that means I want you to just project. You have up to 100 years old to live. Okay, count down how many years you have left, how many days you have left, how many hours you have left, how many seconds you have left. You realize actually that number is not very big one. Okay, and then if you spend it on TV, then I have nothing to say. Okay, so this part here, when you say no time, no money, actually it's all about excuses. Because from here and there, you can actually take out money, you can take out time to work on yourself. Okay, so this is where you need to start working on your big why. If it's important to you, the vehicle is there, the skill sets is there for you to acquire. Okay, so this part, a very little trick that I can share with you. Okay, now all of us carry either a purse or a wallet, right? And every time you want to spend money, what do you usually do? You need to take out your wallet or your purse, right? And then what I always share is this, okay? Because whenever you spend money, you need to take out that wallet, okay? So it becomes something that you would see often, right? So what you can do is you can actually put a small dream card or goal card that you want to achieve into your wallet. Then every time when you open your wallet and you see that card, it becomes a reminder to yourself and ask this question: will spending that money or that time bring you one step closer to what you want to achieve? Now, if the answer is no, what is telling you? Don't spend it. It's not moving you towards your goal. If today you walk up to Starbucks and then you want to pay and then you realize, hey, if I spend this money, I'm actually not going nearer towards my goal, then at least for now, don't spend it. So far, so good? Okay. Now, between time and money, which do you think is more important?
Time.
Very good. Yours say it's easy. Okay, but today if I ask you to choose, okay, so this is my real own experience with my dad. He needs to bring his car to somewhere about 30 minutes drive to repair. So when he puts his car there, what do you think he needs? A vehicle back, right? Okay, and then, okay, when I share this, I sound a bit cruel, but I just want to highlight the perception of time and money. So he asked me to fetch him after he has dropped the car there. Okay, so I want you to just calculate. If I go over, I spend 30 minutes. I come back, I spend another 30 minutes. Total is 1 hour. Okay? So I have two options. One, he takes a Grab. Two, I drive and pick him up. Which do you think I chose? No, I told him take a Grab. Okay, because I already saw that value of time. Okay, because that 1 hour of time, if I ask him to take a Grab, and let's say I pay for his Grab, how much do you think half an hour drive of Grab will be? Let's say 25 Sing. Okay, then you compare it to 1 hour of your lifetime. Is it more than 25? Definitely yes. You won't say I'm worth $25 per hour, right? So this is something I want you to see, that perception of money. But of course, this aside, of course the best thing is you can go and pick your family lah. Okay, but that's why I say I'm very cruel. But I want you to see the value of money. Okay, and the worst thing that someone can do is this. Money and time. Money is a renewable resource, meaning you spend, you can get it back. Time spent, cannot get it back. What's the worst thing someone can do?
Waste time.
No, that's still okay, because you only waste one resource. Very good. You spend money, but you don't move forward, you move backward. That means you throw away your money resource, you also throw away your time. Okay? So any one of you can think of an example where you spend money and not move forward and you waste your time on.
Stay at home, watch Netflix, order McDonald's.
Wow! So you spend money, you spend your time, but never move forward. Okay? That I call it, you move yourself backwards by 2 steps. Okay? Because if today you spend money and you attempt to move forward but you didn't, you stay stagnant. That's not too bad. At least you tried, but you didn't move forward. But if you spend money knowingly and then you don't spend your time properly, you don't only waste money, you waste time. That's worse, I can tell you. Right? So this is something I want you to see, the value of time and money. Right? Now, share with you some students that actually acquire trading skill sets and enjoy the life that they want. Okay? Now, I'm not sharing this so that you are jealous of them. But this part here, what I want to share with you is, many of us have that self-limiting belief because we thought cannot be done. Okay? Now, before someone landed on the moon, do you think it's possible? No, right? Until someone landed there, then everyone tried. And then recently, if I'm not wrong, Israel crashed into the moon. Okay? But the image here, the message here I want to send across is this. You might feel that it's impossible, but when someone did it, so can you. Okay? Because you need to have that belief that you and that person, not much difference. The only difference is probably that person took massive action. You sit there, think about it. That's the difference. Okay? So just share with you some of the students that I highlight. Alright, this is Denise. Okay? So this part here, in the message, not so important, but I want you to see that he actually mentioned he can take a short cruise. And of course, taking a short cruise from his trading income is something that's very rewarding. Okay, because it's like bonus, you take and then you can spend and enjoy your time with family. Okay, so that is the power of trading. To share with you, Tammy also. Okay, so I want to give you different profile of people. Doesn't mean that you need to be very smart. You need to be a guy to earn money. Female can do it too. Okay, so she actually doubled her capital and wanted to withdraw her profits to enjoy herself. Alright, so to show you that this vehicle, this skill set can be done if your why is big enough. Right, another one in Malaysia, this is Chuan. Right, so same thing, he talked about how much he made. Alright, so this one here, of course, 100%. Can it be done? I never say cannot, but I say your drawdown needs to be higher. Okay, so this is the other thing that I want to highlight to you. Right, so 27%, not everyone can take it. Madam Roy, she's a very special case. How many of you don't know how to use laptop? Okay, very good. That means you are all better off than Madam Roy. Okay, when she started her trading journey, she don't know how to use laptop. Okay, so she can still make 5% in 40 days. Okay, with a very controlled risk because it's a learnable skill. Can be done. Okay, someone like her. This one, Lenny, 70 plus years old. Anyone? They all look younger than her. All white. Okay. You think that someone like Lenny, who's already very old in retirement age, cannot do it in trading, but she can. Okay, because it's a learnable skill. She also make money from it. Alright? Now, this part here, what I want to share with you is this. Okay? This vehicle of trading and investing is like a money printing photostat machine. Okay? Which means that every dollar you put in, at the other end, it generates you $2. How much money will you put in? Everything! This kind is called risk everything. I never say it will definitely print out $2 at the other end. I say if you put $1, it will print out 2 only. How much money will you put? Put $1 first. Okay. So actually smarter ways to do that, right? Put $1, print out $2, then you put the $2 and then you print out $4. Then how long will you do this? Very good. You do it as long as the machine continues to work. Right? Okay. So this is something I want to share with you, that this vehicle of trading and investing is exactly like this machine. Okay, but I mentioned, remember, in this game of money, you need capital to make money. In other words, if today you don't have capital, can this machine print you money? Come. If today you have a lot of capital, what will happen to this machine? Print more money. Okay? So this game of money, it's not money game. This game of money is actually very simple. 3 things. You already know the vehicle to generate money. You need to just acquire that skill. And for you to walk that journey of acquiring that skill, you need to have a very big why. A why that is important enough for you to take that action. Okay? So I just want to share with you that actually today, Jovan and I, when we are here sharing with you, this is actually one of our, I would say, philosophy or a moral belief that we cannot guarantee profits. Okay, that no one can guarantee profits. But I usually say to people who want to start trading, if you want to walk this journey, okay, and you want to walk it with us, your success of this journey is always our accountability, which means that some of you might take this journey very fast. Some of you might take this journey in a slower pace. Okay, but no matter how fast, how slow you are, as long as you are in this journey, Jovan and I will be here to walk you through this. Right, so with that, I'll actually pass the remaining time to Jovan to share with you the platform, the automation that I talk about. He's the best person to share. Right, and then after you share, if you have some time, we'll answer Q&A based on the questions that you posted on Slido. If not, we'll just ask you like that, and then if you have immediate questions you want to ask, we'll answer from there. Okay, so I'll pass the time to Jovan.